Hi there, I'm Sean. Thanks for choosing this 30-minute strength and bodyweight class. Today we are going to need a few pieces of equipment to complete the exercises that are in store for you. So, if you haven't done so already, get a set of dumbbells that are appropriate for your fitness level and a resistance tube. I will also have a chair nearby, and I will utilize that for some balancing help later on when we do a few of the exercises that are single leg. Also, water. Always important to have available and drink throughout class, so feel free to stop whenever you want. With that, we will get the clock going here and march it out. Now, every movement, move like you mean it. Here we go. Knees up, shoulders up, roll back, nice and tall. Now take it wide. Take it narrow. Keep those arms moving, trying to get that body temperature to go up. Take it wide. Go. And narrow. Last time. 4, 3, take it wide, and then we will move on to a new exercise. Your toes pointing out to the corners or 10 and 2 on a clock. Let's squat down and up right here. Now, add the arms, big circle. Practicing for what we're about to do later, we will be doing a sumo squat, one of our last exercises in the series. Right now, though, movements may be a little smaller, and we're making that body temperature go up. Warming up the joints. You have 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now ham curl, step right. Move those arms forward and back and try and lift the heel towards your backside, towards your butt. Feeling a little stretch in the front of the thigh and warming up those hamstrings. Ready? We'll change this to a single, single, and a double on the music. Here we go. Single, single. Now balance on the right and double. Little balance challenge for you. Again, practicing for something you'll see a little later. Double, single, single. That's it. 2 singles, and then hold in a double. Just a few more. 1 on each side. All right, last one. We'll keep our feet wide and reach and tap those toes out. Reach and tap. Big reach up and at an angle. Making sure the upper body is just as warm as that lower body. Big movements. You have 4, and then we will start over. 3, 2, ready? March narrow right here. Narrow. Now wide. Sumo squat. Down. Big circle. That's it. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, ham curl. Step on the right. Step and curl. That's it. Now single, single, double. Single, single. Hold. Give me 2. Just like that. You got the hang of it. No problem. Body saying, give me more, give me more. Ready? Last one. Stay wide, tap and reach. Let's go. Yes. Do you feel that temperature rising? That is exactly what should be happening. Heart rate going up. One more time through. Ready? March narrow. Last time through. Now go wide. Stay wide, sumo squats, circles down. You have 4 of them. 2, stay wide, ham curls, step right, step, yes. Now go to single, single, double, single, single, double. Whoops, slid on the carpet here a little bit. Be careful with that, huh? Single, single, double, getting a little wild. All right, reach and tap. This is it, the last piece, and we move into our workout phase. You have 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, we are ready. Your first exercise is a regular squat with a band. So grab the band, and remember, if you have 2 bands, one that's a little heavier than another, especially with leg exercises, because they tend to be much stronger than your upper body, you may want to start with the heavier one, and you can always go lighter. So, a little easier to have your weights on your hands on your hips and your anchors here, or you can bring them up. Ready? Down and up. Here we go. 15. Drop and lift. Drop. Don't worry about the music. We may be going slower than the music, but that is for a good purpose. You don't have to worry about it, but enjoy it, because some of these songs are real fun today. Drop and lift. Stand up all the way. Push your butt straight back like you're sitting in the chair. At the bottom, wiggle your toes. Wiggle your toes, because your weight should be in your heels, okay? Keep those shoulders up, eyes straight ahead on the horizon, and squeeze the backside from the bottom all the way up and stand up all the way. One more. And stop there carefully. Bring your hands down, step off the band, and our first upper body exercise is a sword draw. So you want about 8 inches of band open. Place your right hand on your hip, anchor it in, other hand comes to it, and we draw the sword out of its sheath in a big opening movement, trying to move our shoulder blade close to our spine. We really open. Feel a nice stretch. Keep your thumb up and still stand up nice and tall. Breathe through this. Now, how tight is your midsection? Are you strong through your core right now? Can you flex your core muscles a little more? It'll make this exercise even better, especially if you're starting to fatigue right now. You have one more, and stop there. Set the bends down and grab your dumbbells. We go into a plie squat. So dumbbells in your pockets. Now toes are out wide. A little bit different than a sumo squat. Feet are wide, toes are out wide. We drop down and up. Drop and lift. Now with this squat, same thing with the regular squat. Your knees track over your second and third toes. They don't go past them, but that's the direction they go. So don't let your knees cave in. You want to think about pulling those knees back and out and keeping them in line with your second and third toe while you do this. Shoulders are back and down. Keep those front of the thighs nice and strong. One more. And stop. Sword draw, other side. So put your dumbbells down. And again, about 6 to 8 inches of band. Oops. Other side. On the left side, we anchor. Hands together. Strong body. Shoulders back and down, and go. Open and close. Keep the thumb up and open it up. Move that shoulder blade closer to your spine every time you open. Breathe through it. Stay strong and lower with control. Now your mind will tell you to hurry and bring it back down. Fight against that. Come down nice, slow, and controlled, especially at the top, where our muscles are the weakest there. One more. And stop there. Okay, we need the dumbbells again. We are doing a narrow squat. So this time, because the feet are much more narrow, just a couple inches between your toes and your arches, you won't go down near as far, and that's okay. They're all different squats. Ready? Down and up. Let's do 15. Drop and lift. But the movement is the same in that you push your butt towards the back like you're sitting in a chair. You keep your shoulders and chest up, and you keep your weight in your heels. So wiggle your toes. All the same rules apply. It's just working our legs a little bit different by being in a different position. benefits to doing a similar exercise in a variety of ways, which is exactly what we're doing right now today. And stop there. Okay, next exercise, chest fly. Moving back up to the upper body. With the band, take it behind your body, under your shoulder blades, under your elbows. Now, let's wrap it around at least once, maybe twice, knowing you can unwrap it if you need to. Ready? Get set, and let's fly. Squeeze it together and open, working the front of the body from shoulder to shoulder across your chest. Now, make sure the movement is initiated from the middle of the chest. You want to squeeze real strong and keep your shoulders pressed down. Squeeze. And breathe through this. Keep your thumbs up, shoulders pressed down, and your core is strong and on. Engaged. Stop right there. Okay, next, no weight, no band. We're doing a body weight exercise. Hence the name, strength and body weight training. So there are plenty of exercises we can do utilizing this amazing tool we have called our body with no weight needed, extra weight needed. So let's balance on our right foot. Chair would be wise to have for balance. And we go down and up. Just like the narrow, maybe a little less range of motion. Drop, lift. Keep the chest up. If you need to tap your toe down for a few, that's just fine. Listen to your body. Drop and lift. Down and up. All the way up. But try not to lock out your knee. At the top, always having a little micro bend, and stop there. Okay, shake that one out. You may have felt some good talking going on there. Balance on the other side. Here we go. Drop and lift. Now your mind may tell you to grip that chair to death and don't let go. Protect yourself. But I want you to try and fight against that. Have your hand there. Just barely touch it. It's there if you need it. But make your leg and make your core do as much work as you can. Because not only are you working your legs and your glutes here, but you're also challenging your core and your balance. Stop right there. Okay, next exercise, we need our dumbbells. Whew, my legs are talking on that one too. You're not alone. Thumbs up, we have a shoulder press. So as if you're putting something up in your closet or in your cupboards. Ready, shoulder height, press them up. Press and down. Now I'm going to change my stance to a staggered stance. This just challenges balance a little bit more than that wide stance does. And I like to change things up a little bit. We want to try and move our body in as many different ways as we possibly can, so that in life, when our body's put into different positions that we're not used to, we don't injure it. So try different stances, try different movements, and continue. Stop right there to challenge yourself in as many ways as you can. Now we have a sumo crunch. So different than the plie squat where the toes are really out wide. Let's bring those toes in just a little, but the feet are wide. Hands come up towards the ears, fingers towards the ears. We drop to the right, reach down, and then crunch the left side. So drop and crunch. Drop and crunch. So the movement going down is getting you ready for the work to come back up. Squeeze and crunch. Drop and lift. Now, if that's too much, you can certainly put your hands on your thighs and really think about crunching here. But it does help to challenge your obliques, the sides of your waist here, by adding that arm movement. You have two more and one. Okay, we have to do the other side. So we're giving our legs a little rest. We drop back down, other side, now we drop to the left. Drop and lift. This is it, and then you're halfway through. You've done everything one time through already at 15 reps, and then we go through a second time with less reps. So your body may be saying, oh, I'm starting to get a little bit tired. That is normal. Those are right in the middle. But that's not when you give up. You want to try and push through to the end And keep challenging yourself, but always listening to your body. Very important. If it says stop, 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 by all means stop. Give yourself a rest. Maybe get some water, which now is a good time because we're halfway through. Right at the 15-minute mark. All right. Maybe dab off. Have my tech behind the camera there taking care of me, getting me a towel because I'm sweating quite a bit today. Here in Minnesota, it is abnormally warm for this time of year. In the 80s in April does not usually happen, so we're loving it here. But we don't want to turn our air conditioners on yet, so we're a little bit overheated in the house, especially when we're working. All right, so we want to start over with the squats. And band goes under the feet. We have about 1.5 feet between our feet. Hands either on the hips, anchored in, or bring them up. Ready? Squat down, just 10. Drop and lift. Remember, when you lift, squeeze the butt from the bottom all the way up to the top. Down, squeeze. Use those glute muscles, the gluteals, the backside. And when you come up, your legs extend all the way, but we don't want to lock out the knees. That's important that you don't do that. And you keep your chest up. Stop. That was 10 already. It goes so fast. Sword draw. So let's do the right side first. All right, we have about 6 to 8 inches of band we're holding. In your anchor, hands together. Ready? Strong core, open. 10. Big open, thumbs up. And move the shoulder blade. Think about your shoulder blade. What's happening in your back, your upper back? Squeeze that shoulder blade towards the spine. We're working the back, the shoulder. We open it up. Just 3 more. And 2. Finish it up. 1. Okay. Put the band down. We grab the dumbbells again. And we do a plie squat this time. So toes out nice and wide. Remember, different from a sumo squat where toes are in slightly. We want to go out nice and wide. Ready? Drop down and up. Down and lift. When you come up out of that squat, really flex those muscles in the front of the thigh. Flex these strong. And then use the inner thigh muscles to come up. So you're contracting a few different sets of muscles here. Shoulders are up. Eyes are straight ahead, and stop right there. I may have given you a bonus there, a few extra, because I got to talking too much. That happens every once in a while. So forgive me, and be thankful at the same time. We got a few extra bonus reps in there. Sword draw. Remember the 6 to 8 inches. Hands together, and now we open, thumbs up. Big open, and squeeze that left shoulder blade towards the spine. Open and close that distance. That gap in your back between the shoulder blade and the spine. Halfway, 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, we have a narrow squat now. So grab the dumbbells again. Feet are about 2 to 3 inches apart. Very important that you don't go too low so that your knees are passing your toes. Try and keep your knees behind your toes. They can go out to the tip of your toes, but no further. And you sit back in that chair. Ready? 10. Let's go. Drop and lift. Now, if you look down at the floor, a very common mistake, you'll lose your form. So try and keep your eyes straight ahead and keep those shoulders pulled back. So open through the chest while you do this exercise. You only have 2 more. 2 and 1. Easy does it. They go quick, don't they? Now we're doing less reps the second time through because we do have to listen to our bodies. This trainer logic is what we call it, and we want to make sure we allow you to do every repetition well. So that's the reason we do a few less reps the second time through. And I'm talking a little bit more if you couldn't tell. Give your body plenty of time to rest and recover. But one of the other things we're doing in this workout is switching from lower body to upper body exercises. So chest fly, elbows slightly bent, and we squeeze in the middle of the chest. Bring the arms together. Squeeze. Squeeze. How about we change it up to a staggered stance? Shoulders stay depressed, and use the middle of the chest to make the movement. You have got this in the bag. You're well under the halfway. You're at 10 minutes now. 2/3 done. 1/3 of the class left. And stop right there. Now we go to no weight, no band for the single leg. I don't know if it's this one or the sumo squats at the end that are most challenging. It's kind of a toss-up between the two. But they're here, and they're meant to be here, and they should challenge you. So try and keep your toe off the ground for a few, smaller range of motion, and don't lean on that chair. It's there just in case you need it for balance. Here we go. Drop. Take your time. Drop. Keep the chest up and lift all the way. Drop and lift. If you need to tap your toe down for a few, that's okay. Try and lift for a few. The hand is right there at the chair. Security blanket for you just in case. You have one more. Not so bad, huh? You made it. We're going right to the other side. So balance on the left. Shoulders back and down. Stand up tall. Drop and lift. Control the down movement. And then squeeze everything coming up just like they were tightening going down to protect you. Squeeze, especially the glutes. Keep your eyes straight ahead. Just 3 more. Toe on the ground if you need to for a few. Maybe give me one more without the toe on the ground. Oh, yeah. Nice work. Shoulder press is next, so you need your dumbbells. Thumbs up and at an angle. Ready? Strong core. Finish strong to the end. Here we go. Up. Press. Breathe through it. Always moving the air through the body. Keep the shoulders pressed down. Try not to let them lift and elevate up to your ears. One more. And you made it. The last exercise is with no weight, no additional weight other than your body. We go into that sumo squat. We are doing great on time. So you have plenty of time to do these slow, controlled, and really focus on the obliques, crunching the obliques. So the first set we do, you're going to work this left side, crunch hard. So we drop down, stay in the sumo squat, and if your legs start to shake, awesome. But try not to let your knees cave forward. Pull them back so they track towards your second and third toe. Hands come up, and we drop to the right. Drop, and then crunch the left side. Drop, and crunch. Crunch. Breathe through it. Such a great abdominal and lower body exercise combined to end out our series of exercises and end our workout phase. Crunch. So go a little bit further than the midline. When you get up, stop right there. Let's shake it out. Whew. Legs might be saying enough, enough. But the good news is you have one set left and we are finished, okay? So back into that sumo squat position. Toes aren't quite as wide as the plie squat. Let's drop down, hands come up. Now we reach down toward the left. Drop, and then crunch that right side. Crunch. Crunch. Now, if you're not thinking about it, it's really easy to do this movement without making that contraction what it can be. So crunch. Really think about dropping your rib towards your hip bone and crunch it. Give me one more. One more. Can you give me a bonus? Let's hold. Let's drop a little lower. You can take your hands down. Stay here. 4, 3. Press through your heels. Stand. Nice work. Okay, it's water time before we stretch. You were fantastic. I can't thank you enough for, number one, coming to class, making this a priority. But when you get here, you're all in. Bring your mind, bring your body, and be ready to work. So thank you for giving it your all. Now we move into the cool down phase, and we're going to breathe deeply, let the internal body temperature drop, and recover our heart rate, okay? So the first one We go wide into that sumo squat, and we press out on those knees to stretch the inner thighs a little bit, and then we drop one shoulder down, lift, and drop the other shoulder down. Push them forward. And lift, push one shoulder forward, and lift, and the other shoulder. One more each side. Press out on those knees to stretch those inner thighs good. And we're stretching the front of the shoulders by pushing them forward slightly. Back up to center and stand up. Now let's roll those shoulders. One time, reset. Let's do it again. Big inhale and exhale. Okay, turn to the right. Hip flexor. 1 foot forward and 1 foot back. And we drop down. Now tuck your hips under. So squeeze your glutes, tuck your hips under, drop a little lower, and you'll feel a nice stretch in your hip flexor right here. And then if you want to reach up with that same arm, isn't that nice? Now release. Come up, and then go back down, and tuck those hips under. Press through that front heel, wiggle your toes for me, and release. Such a great stretch for these very tight muscles we call the hip flexors. Let's turn to the other side. So drop straight down. We don't go forward. Down, tuck your hips under, then drop a little lower and reach up. And release. And go down one more time. Remember to tuck those hips under. So squeeze that glute from that leg that's behind you. Then reach up if you'd like. And release. All right, shake them out. Good. Now we have a figure 4 stretch to get the back a little bit. If you need the chair for balance, it's a single leg exercise. So we cross the leg over to a figure 4 and we sit. I am using the chair. Our bodies are tired, just as a safety blanket, just to make sure, just in case we lose our balance, we're right there to hold. Now, can you drop a little lower? And then lift. And we'll go down one more time. One more. Oh, that's a nice one. I'm very tight in my hips here as well. So if you're tight like I am, you're not alone. And there are many people just like us. Release. That's why this type of stretch and these classes are so key. First, you get a great workout, work your body, and then you take advantage of warm muscles. So we switch sides, drop down. When they're elastic and warm, and you stretch them a little lower, a lot of benefit. So our yoga classes are also super beneficial. Matching really great mobility and stability training with a nice deep breath, good breathing techniques, a little lower. Good stuff. And release. Open the chest. And release. Give me one more. Open the chest. And now big circle up. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more just like that. Big inhale. Smile. Even if it's fake. Yeah. Big inhale. 1 more. Smile. You did it. And exhale. Thank you again for joining me for this 30-minute strength and bodyweight class. Again, my name is Sean, and I hope you can make it back to a class again really soon. Until then, take care and keep it healthy. Bye-bye.